your day-to-day is you go out to solar installations and you check, you're looking for the good, but you're also looking for the bad.
Yeah, this is the thing. This is the thing. Like we see so much good out there, but I'm only really reporting on the bad. So unless I'm doing like prescribed inspections, which is when I'm signing off solar or battery installs, if I'm doing that, I'm actually working for my client is the electrician or the installer. So I'll give them a buzz and go, good job, did really well, like what you did there. I'll give them that feedback. But when you're doing like a government audit of some sort, you don't get the opportunity to give that good feedback and you're only really concentrating on the bad stuff.
So just to clarify on that, so if a solar installation or battery installation is done in Victoria or any kind of modification to the mains, it's prescribed electrical work and it must be inspected. Now, that electrical contractor then has to book an electrical inspector, but they get to choose what electrical inspector they book.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
so you're working for the person
correct.
that you're auditing.
Well, that's not necessarily auditing. That's more that's seen as inspecting. Correct. That's right. That's right. So my client is the one who's installed it, and they're the ones who pay my bill at the end of the day. Yeah.
You also, I'm not sure how much you still do, but you've also done work with Solar Victoria, auditing installations where essentially Solar Victoria is your
the client. Well, it's actually TechSafe who've got the contract with Solar Victoria. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, correct. Yep, I've done a bunch of them. Yeah, for sure over the years.
So I'm just interested by this. Well, I'm interested what other people think. Do you think there's a conflict of interest if a contractor is choosing the electrical inspector? Do you think there's potential issues there?
I don't know if it's a conflict of interest, but it's opened if it's not managed correctly. It's open to potentially fraud, to be honest. If you could potentially, there could be an inspector who's on the take who just decides, I'm just going to go around and maybe not even go and sign these jobs off, but I'm going to sign them and then work out an arrangement with the installer, and then that could end up being a bad. That could end up being a bad outcome for everyone. So, but look, that is a potential that it could happen. I have people ask me that, and when you're an electrical inspector, it's like any other sort of job where you're, I suppose, where you're pulling people up on things like sort of like a policeman or I don't know what else, a parking cop. I've been called a parking cop a few times, but that sort of thing. So you've actually, for me to keep my inspector's license, I've got to basically, I've got to sign all these documents to say I'm going to act in a way which is, I'm going to keep integrity as a value that I'm going to act by, and I'm going to be doing the right thing by the industry and making sure that I'm not going to be doing those type of things. So, but it's like anything. Like you could drive around speeding all day and probably get away with it as well. But at the end of the day, you're probably going to get caught.